hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. I'm here in the afternoon. Beautiful day with some grown folk thoughts. Thought I'd reach out to you guys. I was really, tell you the truth, I really was going to try to take a cat nap, but I could not let this day go by without reaching out and touching with you. You guys, you just make my day. And first of all, I want to show you my 49ers work badge on today. My little thing for my work badge, my Niners. I don't care. They lost Sunday, but they doing good. I'm good. That's my team for life, for life, for life. The Niners is my team. So how's everybody? I am your hostess with the mostest. I'm bringing you afternoon talk. Um, I'm trying to hold this screen a little different today, so I may be tilted, but that's okay. My eyes may be roaming. Hey Malcolm, what's up with ya? This is Lady Day reaching out to y'all on a Tuesday afternoon. I hope your day is bright and full of sunshine too, because I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. But anyway, I tried to have me a healthy meal today. I had a spinach salad, it had some walnuts, feta cheese, tomatoes, had a little sliced chicken breast in it, and it was good. It was good. It was very filling. I'm cool. I'm just ready for my day to end. But how's everything with you guys? How is your what's today? Tuesday. How is your Tuesday going? Tell me something good. I need to hear it. I need to hear it. Cause my day, it started off, what I noticed with the commute is that the traffic is picking up now, and it's causing a little bit more stress. More folks on the road earlier. That means I got to get an earlier start again. Hey, Mark Page, how you doing? Good afternoon to you. Um, yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a little earlier start because man, that commute be killing a sister. By the time I get to work, where my coffee at? Where my coffee at? As a matter of fact, give me another shot, okay? Because they be working my nerves with that commute traffic. Takes me about, I would say, hour, a good hour on a good day to get to where I gotta go. And if I'm running into any bumps or whatever, it could take an hour 15, hour 30. That's just too much. Just too doggone much, y'all. So anyway, I besides all that, that's life. Can't do nothing to change that. You gotta do what you gotta do. Right now I'm doing what I gotta do. It'll be greater later. Trust me. So I just wanted to reach out. I like to bring some grown folk interesting conversation that comes to mind. And one of the things I was thinking about is, you know, breaking up as a mother. When you when you go through a breakup with somebody, and I know we all have been there, and I think that's one of the scariest things regarding getting in relationships now is the fact that you may have a breakup. Your heart may be broken. And it's not a good feeling. We all have been there. And man, because I've been single for a minute, doesn't mean I haven't had any emotional attachments, but um, here and there along the way. But it's always difficult. It's always difficult to say, hey, gotta go. This ain't working. And then try to maintain some type of friendship and positivity out of that if you can. Sometimes it's quite difficult right away to remain a friend with someone because the emotions are still running high. The wound is still deep, and it really has a lot to do with how you end up ending it or who ended it per se. So you have to deal with that. So I think some people run from love and the connection and getting their hearts all intertwined with someone because they don't like that feeling. I mean, you could have some physiological and mental and spiritual things going on. I mean, you just go through a time of mourning. That's pretty much how the best way to explain it. Mourning is loss, grieving. Um, when you break up with someone, you've lost them. You're mourning, you're grieving, and that, depending on everyone, it could be different, right? It could be different for you. It could be different for me. Some people's mourning period is a lot longer. Some's is shorter. Some find other things to do to combat the feeling. Some have physiological sicknesses. Their ulcer starts acting up. Their tummy starts dancing. Their head hurts. Some people reach out for substances to help ease that pain and sugarcoat things. But you got to remember, you guys, once the substance wears off, reality kicks in. So if you're drinking, if you're getting high, whatever you're doing, it's only momentarily. Once that goes and sizzles out, you still have to deal with reality. And if you over abuse those substances and go tos, you can create not only dealing with mourning and a breakup, but dealing with now you have an addiction and a physiological and mental need to reach out for that drink or whatever it is you chose to get high with. So be careful of those. The best thing is just to try to find something positive to do with your mind, with your physical self. Maybe you could start a workout routine. Maybe you could start working. Maybe you could start working on a project that you put to the side. Maybe you can start pursuing some things that you've been wanting to do um, and you haven't started. I mean, there's things you could start doing to try to get your mind going and get you out of that funk. So anybody that's going through that, I wish you well getting through it. You will get through it. It's day by day. You will get through it. Trust me. So on that note, yeah, I wanted to touch on, you know, um, it's this thing about folks being lonely and they're gravitating towards things that are not good for them, or people that are not good for them because they're lonely. you know Back again, find something to do for you and with you. Combat the lonely feeling, because or start being more social. That always helps too, even if you're, because some are introverted and the social thing is just not their thing because they're shy. They don't like being around a lot of people. I know a couple of folks that get anxiety in crowds. You go to any event, a club, a dance, a party, a game, a theater, a show, and they can't relax. They get anxiety behind that. So it's kind of difficult. So maybe they should find a way to socialize in smaller crowds and then try to find a solution to help combat whatever this anxiety feeling they do have with being around a lot of people. But the best thing is to try to encircle yourself around positivity, around a social atmosphere of meeting and greeting and growing and connecting with different people. Don't put yourself in a box of, I just want to be around, people who like to jump rope and know how to do the double dutch, and that's it. Anybody else I ain't messing with. Come on now, stop limiting yourself. Now, birds of a feather does flock together. You want to flock with people that's like kind, like minded. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want you, you know, going into the battle zone of war and you're not a soldier. Okay, just for an example. But You want to encircle yourself on a social level with people who compliment you, who work with you, who you can deal with on a positive note. And that's one thing, another message I want to bring forth. We have to start with our focus. Hello, hello. How are ya? What's going on, Mike? Good afternoon, Mike. Um, we have to try to embrace ourselves around positive energy. Positive energy. There's someone I know who, every time you talk to them, is full of negativity. I mean, they be so negative about everything. By the time the conversation is over, you feel like you want to crawl under a rock or something and start crying because it's always negative. Something is hurting. Something has already hurt. Something is going to hurt. Somebody took. Yeah, thanks for checking in, Mike. It's always a pleasure. Yes, it is. Um, and they always have these issues about things. Everybody's out to get them. Everybody's done this. Everybody's done. And sometimes you just sit there and wonder, well, when are they gonna flip the script and say something positive? Or better yet, when are they gonna be concerned about how you doing? How you doing? You know, some people is all about them, and by the time you get through with a 45-minute conversation, it is, man, they don't even know that I just lost my doggy. They don't know that my big toe just got cut off. I mean, anything, and we have to remember that conversation and communication is engaging with one another, touching with one another, making sure that the other person is good too. You see what I'm saying? That it's just not all about you, but it's about them too, because everybody has their thing that they're going through. Everybody is having their challenges and their negative situations, but the difference is some bombard themselves with the negativity on a regular basis with everybody. Their energy is so dark. Everything. Yeah, come on now. We have bad things and we have bad seasons, but you have to start dissecting and picking out some of the positive stuff too. It can't be all dark all the time, you guys. Got to be something in there that shed a little bit of light or a little bit of positive air. I mean, I see people every day coming to the hospital that can't walk. They're being wheeled around in wheelchairs. They don't have any limbs. They have missing limbs. They can't breathe right or whatever, and they still want to tell you a joke. They still, hey, you want to hear this joke? And you sit there and they ha 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 and you're ha ha ha. The joke was not good, but you laugh at it anyway, just because they have a positive spirit about them, regardless of what they're going through in their situation. And here we are walking around with our legs and our limbs and no oxygen tanks, and we got everything under the moon to complain about. So we have to start reaching deep in within, trying to find the light. There is positivity in everything. If you are hurting, do things to help get through the pain. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mike. And excuse me, everybody. Mike is he's always finding a moment to chime in and join in, and the rest of you guys too. I just love you. I love you for taking time out of your day to come in here, to say hello, to listen to what your girl got to say, to chime in. It's a good thing, and I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for you. You guys motivate me to just bring it. And whatever God puts on my heart to talk about, I'm going to talk about it. Because ain't none of this rehearsed, ain't none of this scripted. I ain't sat up here before I went live and said, oh, I'm going to talk about bicycles today. Now, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I just get to talking. And it rolls off magically. And I thank God for the blessing to be able to do so. So, back to what I was saying, we have to shine that light of positivity and we have to dig deep for it. be there, be there for those who are hurting, because there's a season. We all go through pain. We go through breakups. We go through money issues. We go through family issues. We go through health and wellness issues. We go through all kinds of issues. That's part of life. But it's not what you go through, it's how you get through it, how you go through it. And you need to have a positive energy force around you to help you get through the hard times. So I want to take the time too to thank those who have been a positive light in my life, who have helped me through some trying things. I got my gorgeous smile and I come in here on the positive tip all the time, but me too. I'm human. I have my situations and my life challenges too. I have my day-to-day battles too, but I chose not to get caught up in the negativity. I chose to try to find a way to push through it. And number one, I pray on it. And whatever I pray on, I let it go, because I know that God's going to pull me through it. And He does, each and every time. And I just keep on smiling. Yeah. So anyway, let's flip the script, y'all. Let's talk. What are we gonna talk about next? Let's see. Let's talk about there was a young lady who came to me, and she has a really good friend of hers that is a single woman. Now this young lady is in a relationship, very serious relationship, but her friend is a single woman. She's going through some pain from a breakup, and being her bestie, she's always inviting her to things. Come on over. Me and hubby, we just chilling. We just sitting back. We watching a movie, or we getting ready to go to this concert or whatever. And I think one time she tried to introduce her to her partner's friend, and that didn't work out. They just wasn't connected. It wasn't a fix, but they tried. So anyway, she's kind of closed off. She's shy. She hasn't really been out to really get around to meet many, and she's looking for companionship, but she gets very depressed and lonely. So her best friend invites her a lot of the times to come around her and her dude. Um, Now another friend was saying, "That's a love to you too, Mike. Hey, thank you. Thank you for giving that shout out. You the bomb." And I tried to get on your show. I did listen to some of it and everything, and I was trying to find you, but I got to remember that the time zones is different. So I think you had a recorded show. I did listen in, and you was bringing some old school with the new school, and man, it was sounding right. Y'all need to check him out. Check him out. Yeah. And I believe you're in Chicago, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, back to the story. The woman, her friend had said, "Girl, you barking up the wrong tree. You don't need to have your friend around you and your dude going places like that, or coming over and watching movies and hanging out like that, unless she got her dude." And I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that, because I've heard this before, and by my wisdom of life, um, unless I just have a friend coming over for a minute to bring me something or pick up something or whatever, it ain't no hanging out with me and my dude like that, and you single. Now, we can do some double dating. We can go to the dinner, the show, but you just being a ball and chain, and us hearing your sob story, or you winking and blinking at my dude on the side, or whatever the situation, or admiring what we got. I don't know. I love you. We good friends, but I don't need to have you kicking it with me and my dude like that. Not on a personable level. To come by the house, like I say, because for a minute we just gotta, we dropping something by, or you just, picking something up, or you say hey to him, he say hey, he gone upstairs, me and you visit for a minute, and that's something different. I'm not saying you can't come by the house, but to be hanging out on our dates watching movies with us, going to the movies with us. You know what I'm saying? Are you on now? Okay. Yeah, you usually are on mic around the time of day that I'm at the grind. And I just happen to be doing a break now. So when I'm off the grind, your show will be over. So I have to kind of catch the recorded versions. But I'll have to try again on one of these days that I'm off during the week and try to catch you. But I ain't forgot about you. I ain't forgot. Mm-mm. So, yeah, back to what I was saying. To be hanging with me and him and coming over and we going to watch movies and snuggling up together as threesomes and doing this. Yeah, that no, I wouldn't want my dude to have his partner over all the time. I remember years ago I was in a situation where every time I came home it wasn't their partner, it was their brother. And their brother was over all the time. He was a single man, but he was just, I would walk in my living room and there they were. They was doing music or whatever they was doing. And he was over for hours. I wanted to put on my little booty shirts and walk around and maybe try to cook up or fry up something or whatever. And there's the brother. There's the brother. I walk in the living room to I might want to sit down and watch TV. There's the brother. There's the brother. And I'm like, okay, can y'all give me days of the week that he gonna be over here so I'll know on those days I need to be cool and planned around you? Why does it have to be just about every day? So I kind of know how that goes. And, we have to be mindful to respect one another, especially when you marry, especially when you're in a relationship, you're living together, whatever. You're grown. Nobody's trying to dictate who can come over, how long they stay, whatever, whatever. But to have somebody in your space around you and your mate every single day, really? Really? Wow. Yeah, Mike, you're on the air now, teacher. Okay, okay, I get it. I get it. Yeah, bring on that. Bring on that music. I wish I could tune in and listen to your grooves while I'm at the grind, but can't do that. Can't do it. Can't do it. But I'm gonna work something out. Maybe I can log in on my phone and put on my headphones, but I deal with the public, so it's hard for me to tune in and do what I got to do with them and be doing that. So, yeah, I'll have to work it out. But anyway, yeah, grown folks, think about that. Is it good to be having a friend up in your space with you and your mate going places and being around y'all chilling because you want to be a good friend? You trying to get them out, you trying to let them be around common company, you trying to show them love. But you and them going out for a girls night or a boys night or going to the movies together, whatever, that's different. But around you and your boo, mm, on a regular, because there's been some stories told, and it ain't saying that it can't happen. They get to knowing too much and hearing too much. That is your bestie, and sometimes you're talking too much, and they know when you're going through troubles. They know when you're having good times, and when you're going through troubles, they could be trying to pin cush on that. They could be trying to get some brownie points, and yes, I'm just saying. I mean, I guess them ain't no good friends, but you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. So, what's your thought about that? These are grown folk questions and thoughts, and if you haven't went through it, you know somebody who has. Okay, real life stuff, just stuff that we as a grown up group of people have had our period of dealing with. And then I want to leave you guys with this. What about that person that you dealing with that always want to kiss, but they breath stank? I ain't trying to be funny, but they got stanky breath, okay? And they hygiene is cool. You watch them brush, and you've given them mints, and that they take care of things, but it's something in there. something going on that's bringing this out. But they always want to kiss you. And then sometimes they go and they brush, and they got their mints and they always got their gum, but you still smell something. And so you've been turned off with wanting to kiss them. But you love to kiss, but you don't want to kiss them. So how do you, I mean, I don't know what to say because, I'm not into hurt nobody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? But if me and you was cool and we like that, and I like to kiss and you like to kiss, and I'm a little tart one of them times, I would appreciate you let me know in a way where, offer me a gum or mint or something. But if you want to keep it real 100, just babe, did you have some onions for lunch? And then that'll kind of let me know that, oh, I better try to tighten up with that. I mean, some people just keep it straight up. Your breath stank. But like I said, you just don't want to hurt feelings. So what do you do when you got that kisser? You love kissing, you want to kiss, but their breath is always on stank. I mean, I don't know. I know somebody from years ago. Lord rest their soul. They're not here anymore with us. They passed away, but they did actually have internal stuff going on. At the time, we didn't know it was internal stuff going on. They had a very bad smell in their breath, and they had good hygiene. Um, they would brush their teeth and this and that. And so I did recommend that they go to my dentist because I figured they may have had some type of abscess or something. And they did. And they did have something going on with a tooth. And that was corrected. And that made it a little better, but it still was a stench. Um, and it just got to the point that it was nothing that could really be done. And later they found out they had some serious health issues, and that was the root of a lot of things. So, be mindful of that. It's not always that a person is not taking care of their hygiene. It could be something oral going on in their mouth. Because, some people have not been to the dentist in years. Now, I don't understand that because I can't, man. Every 6 months, I'm at the dentist. And Lord knows if I didn't have benefits, which it's been times that I didn't, I would pay for it. I'll go every 6 months, get my teeth cleaned. They got to be cleaned. I go and, whatever the situation is. I've had braces. I'm really, really, really a tickler when it comes to hygiene of the mouth. Or any part of the body, actually. I'm not for the stank thing. And no, if you gotta tell me I stank something, man, and I didn't smell it, there's something really wrong with that picture. But I try to keep it all fresh, especially when it comes to your mouth, you guys. So anyway, those were some grown folk thoughts of the day. Your girl is almost 30 minutes in. I got to get, yeah, I got to get on back to some things and finish up my day. But I'll be back with you guys. I'll try to get back on tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I'll be on for sure Thursday with some afternoon thoughts with you. I want you to take care. If you need to email me, DGRIER12,000 at yahoo.com. And, I'm just going to tell you guys on CD Baby, I have, and Here Now, you can also hear it there. It's under Lady D, and it's a track of mine. It's a single called ABCs, and I was bumping that thing on the way to work today, and let me tell you, ABCs, ooh, ABCs, ABCs will educate you. Okay, so if you haven't checked that one out, you need to, and you need to get it because it is hot, it's unique, it's funky, it's sexy, it's all that. Poetry and music, y'all. All right, this is your hostess with the most, this Lady D, aka Donna Smith, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a great day. Mwah.